global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Something is definitely brewing in ADC. There seem to be internal fractions and cracks. The four gladiators are hell-bent, and this time around each one of them strongly contesting, insisting this has to be done if they must unseat Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But the fractions are growing, frustrations are growing. Some people who have already joined in ADC are almost do not making it public, regretting why they pushed in too early, because what is going on is definitely not good for the ears. But let's find out how they are mopping out. Now, these four gladiators remain Atiku Abubakar, PeterObi, Nessa Rufai, former Kaduna State Governor, and Rotimi Amechi. Let's find out what is going on behind the curtains as they are beginning to speak out publicly. Now, according to the news, the crisis plaguing the African Democratic Congress, ADC, a coalition party, is poised to escalate as the gladiators within the party are not willing to shelve their presidential ambition. Now, many members are grappling with individual clandestine movements concerning the allocation of party tickets, adding layers of complexity to an already fragile alliance. Frustrations are mounting, particularly regarding former Vice President Atiku Abubakar's unwavering ambition to secure the presidential nomination as a northern candidate. This obstinacy has ignited a call among southern members for a candidate from their region, with PeterObi emerging as a favored contender for many in the south. The divergence in aspiration is fostering a sense of betrayal among coalition members who once united with the hope of challenging the incumbent government. Originally, the ADC was established with a strategic vision of unifying forces to mount a formidable challenge against the ruling party in 2027 elections. However, this initial goal is now shrouded in disillusionment, as numerous members express regrets over their decision to join the coalition. Reports indicate that the former Kaduna State Governor, Nessa Rufai, is particularly dismayed by the unfolding internal discord, which he allegedly attributes to Atiku's steadfastness in pursuing the presidency from a northern perspective. Meanwhile, the growing support for PeterObi has intensified tensions within the coalition's leadership, creating fractions in what was once envisaged as a homogeneous partnership. The rift signifies the potential for a significant shift in the coalition dynamics, raising questions about its viability moving forward. A reliable source within the party said, "The only issue in ADC right now is Atiku plotting every means to be declared presidential candidate of the party, which did not go well with Rufai, who is supporting Obi indirectly. Rufai wanted the southern candidate to emerge from ADC, while everyone in the coalition could come together to support the southern candidate with an agenda to unseat Tinubu. Rufai's agenda is simple. He wants a reliable southern candidate so that he can compete Tinubu's 4-year tenure if the party wins in 2027. As for PeterObi, Rufai is already seeing that Obi is losing out because he recently campaigned in Anambra showing he's committed to ADC. Meanwhile, that Obi has left Labour Party indirectly, and even if he goes back tactically, he may have serious issues getting the party ticket. Even some northerners are not happy with Atiku over his decision to contest as a northerner. Some coalition leaders already believe that Atiku cannot defeat Tinubu if he continues with his ambition of becoming president by all means. The agenda of the coalition is to come together and defeat this current government of hardship, but some people are already regretting joining the coalition because of Atiku's camp. He's not ready to step down. Instead, he wants to offer an appointment to Obi. Meanwhile, the African Democratic Congress ADC has said it's under pressure to zone its presidential ticket in 2027. ADC's Deputy National Publicity Secretary, Jackie Wires, said that the party National Executive Committee, NEC, holds the final decision on zoning or rotation of the presidential ticket. Wires also disclosed that ADC is deliberating on either adopting zoning or open primary system in deciding its presidential flag bearer. While I don't start, even before the program starts, my colleague is in the house. I've always known, in fact, if you ask me, this is one of the major reasons that PDP fell out. What's your take on this recent development coming from an insider source?
Well, unfortunately, what we are going to see in ADC is nothing short of the drama that have just started. This is just tip of the iceberg. We know very well that by the time it graduates to, getting close to when the primaries will take place, Atiku Abubakar will not back down. Now, guess what? I'll give you a shocker that if it happens today that the coalition or the primaries take place and he loses out at the last point, he will find another platform. He had been a great disadvantage to the unwritten agreement of South and North. You understand? A great disagreement. I don't know why the urgency in his spirit is as though he already knows that he's not going to, maybe he may not live to see 2031. I don't know. But the urgency is really disgusting, because what beautifies an agreement is when you stick to it. If they say Northerners should have their own turn and you allow a Northerner to have their own turn, it will make it very easy, at the end of the day. It has never happened in the history of Nigeria. If you really want to see proper contention when it comes to this whole thing, let it be that the Northerners have just one person and the Southerners have just, that's what I mean there is, if you want to fight the opposition and successfully throw them off balance, you must be ready to let go of boycotting that plan. But unfortunately, he is not ready. And that is the greatest hole in this whole thing. Because as long as there's going to be Atiku Abubakar, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and PeterObi, I tell you the whole truth that it will be a flawless victory. Because right now, looking at the situation of things, by virtue of the by-election, I know a lot of people were not interested in the by-election. That is understandable, because for most people that's not a politicking time. You understand? Yeah. But I know so well that if the trio, that's PeterObi, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the same pattern Bola Ahmed Tinubu will win flawlessly, because number one, in the Southwest, they don't even want to see PeterObi breathe. So he's losing out in Southwest. We don't even Lagos, because they know what they use as a trade, which is demolishing people's house in the name of blah 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 blah. They give their reason. It looks sensible, but we know that it's actually not. That's not the reason why all those things are happening. You understand? But we just, it's a kind of warning out there that if you guys do anyhow again, we'll go feel that. And we've seen a lot of them, the likes of Sandy Boibo and all of them. We hear a lot of things that so the thing is already in Southwest, it's already very ethnical, But in the North, so many beneficiaries of Bola Ahmed Tinubu will now want Atiku to win. And there are a lot of people also who are standing with PeterObi. So there's going to be a serious split there. And also in the Southeast, there's a serious issue going on right now, because an Anambra State governor will want to do everything within his power. I don't know how he's going to manipulate it, but however, he's doing everything to make sure that PeterObi does not even breathe an A in Anambra State. So you now see that the whole thing is, we are going to see a situation whereby so many people Bola Ahmed Tinubu will win without any struggle. Candid advice: the key political stakeholders and political group in the North needs to call Atiku. But I know that it will be difficult, because for him, every time that there is an election, I must come until I become the president. And I don't know when he becomes the president what he intends to do, because as much as we know, that man already has his own plan.
The funny part, because PeterObi has said he's not going to be deputize him. He's ready to give him appointment. You can imagine.
It's an insult.
Oh my goodness. Let's meet in
What has he done for Nigeria?